Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be doing a dedicated Lattafa video with 3 new fragrances which just launched from Lattafa. I have Yara Elixir. I will be comparing this to Yara. I also have Layaan and also, what is this one called? Nasamaat. So I did promise you guys the Yara video, I believe about a week, 2 weeks ago, but I allowed it to sit for a bit and did a bit more comparisons. I am going to start with Yara Elixir. For those of you who follow this channel, you do know that I did not like Yara at all. This was in the closet. Yara was one of the first perfumes I did buy from Lattafa, so I am happy I kept it. I was thinking of getting rid of this. No one has taken it off my hands. So this is the packaging. It's the same as the normal Yara, just a different color, a hotter rose pink color. And this is the box. It's just the normal Lattafa minimalistic box. I don't remember what the original Yara packaging looks like. My neighbor is doing housework today, so I have to keep pausing in between talking because when his electric bore is going, I'm quite sure you will be able to hear it on the video. This is going to be excruciatingly painful. Yara Elixir. It has top notes of strawberry, blackcurrant, the heart, it's jasmine, orange blossom, and the base, it's caramel, vanilla, amber, and musk. When I smell Yara Elixir, the strawberry, it is very present, and the first vibe I do get, it's a little bit Burberry Her, the Elixir version of the perfume. The blackcurrant note, it's not very pronounced, and I have worn this perfume, tested it close to 2 weeks. I do not get a very fragrant blackcurrant note. The opening is strawberry and sweetness. Also, the florals in Yara Elixir. And a reason why I do love this a bit more than the original Yara is that the florals, they do come out in the middle. I smell the floral note in the perfume. For me, in the original Yara, it was a very cream, the smell of cream and soapiness. There is a nice bit of musk in here. I can also smell the vanilla. In the original Yara, for me, this was a cream, soapy, musky perfume. The dry down, it is musk, but yeah, you can say musk and vanilla. It's a sweet perfume, but the florals, they do come through nicely. The original Yara, I do not know why I always get such a strong soapy accord in here mixed with cream and musk. This was just not my DNA. I know a lot of you loved it, but this soapiness that I always got from the perfume, it is almost, I would say, 3 years here, over 3 years, and it has gotten better, softer, this soapy note, but this is still for me not mine. I do not like Yara. I did not get Yara Candy. This one, Yara Elixir, it's a bit more grown up. It's still a very young perfume, but that I do get some nice floral notes and I do not get this soapy accord. This one, it's better. I can wear this perfume. Is this a phenomenal perfume that I would say you have to have it, go out and get it? For my taste in perfumes, it's not. However, this version is also not bad. It's a nice perfume, what I would call Sunday, Saturday perfume, you know, something you can just spray on and go. For people who do love sweet perfumes, this type of DNA, it's full bottle worthy. I would say for my taste in perfumes, you know, had I smelled this, sampled it maybe in store or bought a sample, I most likely would not have gotten a full bottle. I will wear this on and off, but it's also not a perfume that I will go out of my way to pick it up. Longevity, the wear, it's normal for an eau de parfum. What I realized is that Yara Elixir, it does project a bit more. On my skin chemistry, the florals, they do come out a bit more, which is a good thing. So this is my take on Yara Elixir, and for those of you who love the original version, you will also love this. Guys, the next one that I am going to talk about, this one, it's called Layaan. And when I saw this, you know, I was in love with the bottle. It reminded me of a bottle from Valentino. I cannot remember what the name of this perfume is. Is it Valentino Rose? I will leave a picture of it here. So the box is also a bit on the minimalistic side for Lattafa. But the bottle, I find it to be beautiful in the hands. It even looks better than in the pictures. I had already seen reviews of these perfumes from people, you know, who are doing these pre-release videos, the people who are on the Lattafa PR list. And they did say it is somewhat inspired by Idol, and I do have quite a few samples of this perfume, and so I sort of compared them. It is not exactly Idol, but there are some similarities. By the way, I have also seen that this bears also a similarity to a perfume called Forever in Love by Love Shack Fancy. I'm not familiar with the brand. The bottle of this Love Forever in Love, it was also quite beautiful. So I was only able to compare it to Idol. And the version of Idol that I do have, it's the Eau de Parfum, the Nectar version. This one I have to spray when I smell. The atomizer, I do not get much from here, but I do have my notes. I make a lot of notes. The top notes are green pear and mandarin, and the green pear, it's lovely. Right when the perfume is sprayed, it's there. The heart, it's gardenia, jasmine, lily of the valley. And the base, it's musk and cedarwood. You know, just by reading the notes, you can tell that this is not a perfume which is very deep, woody or spicy. The notes which are listed, you know, these are floral notes, maybe a little bit fruity. Upon first spray, I do get a nice, like I said, nice aromas of pear, more I would say green fresh pear, and then it quickly morphs into, I would say, bubblegum. I am almost in the first few seconds of this perfume, I am overwhelmed by bubblegum. And prior to the perfume settling a bit more, I did not like it very much because it came off as very juvenile, extra young, you know. I mean, I love perfumes which are young in feel, but the first 10 seconds it was smelling, you know, like a perfume for Sweet 16. I started enjoying this perfume a bit more when it settled. it became a bit creamy, and this bubblegum note, it waned. I started to get a bit of musk. This perfume does not have a lot of depth. It's a young perfume, a very playful perfume. I wouldn't call it sexy. It's an everyday floral. It's pretty much, you can say, after about a minute, what you smell is what you get in the perfume. You have beautiful floral notes which are crisp and clear, and then there is musk. The cedar note, I do not get much of this, simply freshness. The lily of the valley, you can say it's there because the heart of the perfume, it becomes a bit more creamy. It starts out very fresh, but on perfume websites like Fragrantica, it's listed as a spicy floral. This is really stretching it. This is a pretty floral laid on a bed of musk. When I compared this to Idole, and I do have Idole Nectar, there is a bit of likeness to Idole, not in the opening. Idole has a bit more of a spicy opening. Idole has a bit more structure. It's more of a serious perfume. A bit in the dry down, it resembles Idole, the nectar version that I do have. I would not say that this is more than 40% inspired by the Idole fragrance. There are a lot of flankers of Idole. Maybe I do not have the exact one, but they just listed Idole. In terms of feel, quality of the perfume, this is generic department store, a perfume for every day. You don't think about it, it's non-offensive. I appreciate this more for the bottle. Did I really need the juice? I would probably say no. I have enough, generic musky floral perfumes from the department store. So it's a nice perfume for the price point. Lattafa, it's okay. I think this was about, I would say, is it about 30 euros? So you are getting good value for your money, and also I find the bottle for my taste to be beautiful. This one also, if you have this and you like it, being that it's quite a clean perfume, this is perfect for wearing in the office, especially if you have colleagues, who are easily offended by perfumes because it's musk, some florals, not very heady florals. It's a bit on the fresh side. So this is the perfect everyday perfume. And guys, I do think this would make a very nice Christmas gift, especially for, I would say, your 15 maybe to 25-year-olds. I think anyone in this age range would be very happy to open up a Christmas gift and find this beautiful perfume inside. And it's so easygoing, simple, lovable perfume that it's a crowd pleaser. So most likely people will like the perfume inside of the beautiful bottle. The next new perfume that I do have from Lattafa, it is this one here called Nasamaat. And this is the packaging where I thought it does look a bit Christmassy because of, this gold detailing. And depending on how you hold the bottle, this gold color comes off. I looked at this bottle. It looks like something you would get from maybe Boss or brands like this in the department store. I did not get this one for the bottle. The notes were quite intriguing. This has top notes of bergamot, pink pepper, and clary sage, which I love. The heart, it's plum, jasmine, black pepper. And the base, it's patchouli, amber, moss, and leather. Guys, I may get a little bit nasty with this one. I never do this. The perfume that I have at the moment in this bottle, it's not what the notes are telling me. And being that the Lattafa website, or what used to be the Lattafa website in Germany, a lot of times they do get the notes wrong. It's corrected. I looked at multiple websites which had this perfume. English websites, German websites. I was thinking maybe they got the notes wrong. You know, they translated wrong from English to German. The notes were the same on all the websites. And I think something is wrong. When I smell this perfume, I do not get the notes. I was expecting a bit of a spicy, maybe fall fragrance, winter fragrance with pep, a bit of sexiness. You know, you have leather, you have patchouli, you have sage, you have plums, two kinds of pepper, rosa pepper and black pepper. And I sprayed this perfume, and what I got, it's a fruit basket. It's just, it smells of fruits and not of a substantive fruity perfume. It's just a fruit melange, and I don't know where to begin with this. Had I not seen notes for this perfume, I would maybe think there's peach, there's sweet nuts, you know. I mean, the only note which is listed in here that I maybe do get, it's a little bit of florals, the jasmine. The batch code on Nasamaat, it's September of 2025. Of course, when I do get fragrances like this, I think they need maceration, and normally I can see in which direction a perfume is going. With this one, I cannot even build, you know, a roadmap in my head of where I think it will end, because I do not sense any of the notes. No leather, no patchouli, no clary sage, you know, okay, bergamot and a little jasmine. But where are all of these fruity accords coming from? And it's not nice fruity accords, you know. It's a fruit salad. Maybe when it macerates, it might gain a bit of texture, a bit of body. It will settle, but I think this will still be fruit. But I will allow it to macerate, and then I will come back on this one. It could be I got a bum bottle. If any of you have Nasamaat, please come back to me. The few pre-launch reviews I did see about this one, I did notice that a very prominent YouTube reviewer, YouTube and TikTok, Instagram, who normally has a lot of the Lattafa perfumes, I would say months before they are released, he did spend very little time on this one, and he just said maybe this one could be for men. But yeah, now I know why. It's very strange, you know, because I very seldom get perfumes like this from Lattafa. Not even a little bit of patchouli I am getting from here. So at this point, guys, this is a fruity, musky fragrance from first spray until last spray. There is no big transition. Okay, the fruitiness, there are plums in here. But what I smell are not plums. You know, I even forgot this. It's not plum. It's just a fruit basket, if I had to put my nose on it, I would say more peach, you know, peach, pear, sweet notes, something like this. It's really sad because the bottle, I think it's quite nice. I think this is probably one of the most disappointing hauls I have gotten from Lattafa. I do have now Rave Now. This brand, it's also Lattafa. This one, it is my inspiration that I love even more than Burberry Her Elixir. I love this perfume and I get the same type of vibes in here. So it's not inspired closely, but when I spray this, you know, I automatically think I didn't need this because I have that. But it's just, you know, Yara, please, it's not my DNA, but I do love this one. And this, it's an outright fail. I will put this aside. I will keep coming back to it until Christmas to see if it completely muffs in another direction. I did talk to you guys about Rare Rose, which completely macerated now into a phenomenal perfume. But when I got Rare Rose, I knew what I didn't like in it. I could smell some of the notes. I could build a mind map, a perfume mind map of where I wanted it to go. So if I do the same thing for this one, you know, I want all the notes to come out. I do want to smell a beautiful aromatic clary sage note, and yeah, then in the middle it's plums, and I want to get some peppery spicy notes, and the notes are for fall. And then with transition, you know, there's a bit of leather, plush leather in the dry down with some earthy patchouli still mixed with some sweet plum, and a plum note is normally a bit opulent, substantive, you know, so I can get a spicy perfume spice with fruit and not a watered down fruit cocktail, you know. I hate to be so harsh. Guys, I will keep trying this, telling you if it muffs into anything, but as stands, this is not a perfume that I can see myself wearing, picking up. It's just, it's just a no-no. Thank you guys for watching. I really tried with Nasamaat. I will keep trying, but I would not feel good about myself, you know, if I didn't tell you guys really what I'm getting from this perfume and you went out and bought it. I would feel terribly bad. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please send me your comments. If I got a bomb bottle, like I said, let me know, and hope to see you, hear you again soon on another video. Tschüss!